So I've been seeing a lot of just negative stuff coming out about the league and what killed the league, and this is officially the worst league that's ever been made, and I wanted to share with y'all my positive, what I like about the league and why I think this is a good league. And yeah, it has some issues, but I don't think it's a terrible league. And I think the problem might be with player base. Hot take.
Come on, you piece of junk. It's Hawg, baby.
How about y'all? You got Hawg. Thanks for stopping by. Look, this might be a little hot take, but it's just something I'm observing as a new player. Could it be that we're a little spoiled? Last video I did, a couple videos ago, I did a video talking about why I can't play anything else, because Path of Exile is just there. It's just got it. Just hits all the check boxes for me. But could that also be the reason why, if they don't deliver the most amazing league in the whole world, that we just instantly just alt F4 and go,
no, not playing that. They took away my sextants.
So I've been cruising around on Reddit, looking around at all the comments and watching some of these creator videos, and some guys are just farming this, like, a couple guys released like 4-3-2 videos. Oh, the league's dead. Oh, and a couple weeks later, the league's dead. This is why the league's dead. Look, you kind of tell on yourself if you're just kind of farming PoE bad stuff and you're not putting out content and you're not playing. Like, go play the game, because we all know you ain't playing the game. You're just making content to get views because you know the players don't like the league. That's just real talk. Hashtag real talk. Okay? Look, the graveyard is a pain in the ass. Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way right now. The graveyard's a pain in the ass. Everybody knows it. However, the graveyard can produce quad fractured items. The graveyard can produce some things that a lot of us have never seen, the hell the game's never seen. So, while it is tedious, while it does require 88 bodies, while it does require you to put more stuff in the Necropolis than it can actually hold, or whatever the deal is, it does have the capability of crafting really OG badass items that people in Standard League will be looking for later on. That's just fact. We've never seen this kind of stuff before, and if you are willing to put in the time, which I ain't personally, but if you're willing to put in the time and set it up right and craft Exile, reference it, and do it all this, you're going to have some badass stuff. It's not like you put all this stuff in and it's popping out garbage, because if you do it right, it's going to produce what you need. So that's a positive to me. Like, yeah, it's tedious, but is anything worthwhile come from anything quick? Does instant gratification ever get you something really badass? No, it doesn't. It's like going to McDonald's. You get an instant hamburger, but it's a garbage hamburger. Whereas if you took the time to make it yourself, season it, love it, make the good patty, smash it down, put all your stuff on, do it your way, it's a hell of a lot better. See what I'm saying? So, excuse me, the next thing is the lantern. The lantern's annoying. I wish you could bypass it, but you can wish in one hand and in the other and see which fills up faster. It's just the way that it is. So overcome it, adapt and overcome. I wasn't in the military, but that's a really good thing that Marines always talk about: adapt and overcome, adapt and overcome. Okay, here's what we got. We've got all flames. We've got a lantern. We can't get around it. Adapt and overcome. I'll tell you what else it does is it drops chaos orbs like crazy. You can get lucky and have a divine orb modifier one that drops and get like 12 divines out of a map. And that's going to lead us back to it's going to lead us right back to the exploit. Some people are talking about, oh, the league was exploitable early and ruined the whole league. That's any league for any ARPG. That's how it goes. If you've played ARPGs, you know that there's always some kind of exploit. There's always some kind of bug. It doesn't matter if it's Diablo 4, Last Epoch, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, Torchlight, PoE, Diablo Immortal, whatever the case is, there's always some kind of hiccup that needs to be remedied. That's just how it goes. So, I mean, the most obvious thing to me was when they messed up the Shakos in Diablo 4. I don't know if y'all remember, that was about 10 months ago. Shakos rained from the sky. They were supposed to be literally the rarest item in the game, and they rained from the sky for like what, 5 or 6 hours, and then they turned it off, but didn't fix it. And I was mad as hell about it, but that's just the way that it goes. It doesn't really destroy anything except for maybe the people's will to come back after you've exploited it. So you do all the exploits and they take it away, then you get mad, you don't want to play. So there's those players that done that. Then they've got players that are used to running the same build over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And now that same build they've been playing for 5,000 hours to come in, farm their seasonal stuff, get their rewards, then log out. All that's changed now. So now you actually have to play the game maybe. Now you actually have to look into some stuff that you didn't do before. So there's that. You know, never before have we been able to juice a map with a modifier that drops chaos orbs. If you are poor this league, it's your own fault. And this is from a poor guy telling you this. Chaos orbs drop. All kind of stuff drops everywhere. So that's on you if you're poor right now. You should be able to, especially with the 3, this kind of goes right into the next point, the 3 different atlas trees that you can customize and use.
I have nothing more to give.
You should have all types of ways to make currency. So, especially with the scarabs. Let's talk about the scarabs. So as a new player, you know, I have, what, 1,200 hours in the game, still a new player. I hated the sextants and the compasses. I never used them. I didn't understand what the point of them was. Didn't mess with them. Well, guess what? I understand scarabs. This is really easy. What is so wrong with making the game a little more simplified? So, this is another thing you see a lot. People complain that the game is too in-depth, it doesn't respect your time, all of this shit. But then they do a move to try to have the game respect your time a little bit more with the scarabs, and then everybody complains and doesn't play the game. So that's why I keep saying, maybe we're spoiled. You know, maybe y'all should watch some people come in and different developer teams and just completely destroy your franchise. And then maybe we won't be so spoiled. But I think that it's a positive thing that they actively try to improve the game. They give us the quality of life. They give us the control, shift, click, ability to move all that stuff over in one, you know, if you're trading, in one fell swoop, instead of having to do all that. And we still don't like the league. We compare it to Lake of Calandra, which I didn't play, but the research I've done says that was really, really, really hard. And you couldn't kill anything. You can kill stuff here. Tier 17, maybe not, but that's the whole point of a Tier 17 map. Heaven forbid they introduce some kind of challenging content to break up the monotony of the end game that everybody's been running for 5 years. So they introduce something different and everyone's heads explode. It's too hard. It's too hard. It's Uber Maps. It's supposed to be hard. It's like everybody complain. It's just we got a lot of double-edged swords going on this league. People complain we got too much power creep. People complain there's too much this, too much this, that. And then when they introduce something like Tier 17 maps to give you a challenge, introduce a new carrot on a stick for you to improve a build to be able to handle Tier 17s, or maybe step into a build that you've never done before that is capable of handling Tier 17s, or farm enough T16 currency or whatever to build yourself up to be able to handle that Tier 17. People just don't want to do that. They just want to throw their hands up, say it's too hard. I have heard Tier 17 from more players that don't play the game right now, more creators that don't play the game, that it just blows my mind. Why are you complaining about Tier 17 map when you hadn't played the game in a month? You're just farming content. So yeah, it's hard. Tier 17s are hard, but they're not made of unobtainium. You can do it. You do have to set up a build to do it. So I don't see what the problem is with introducing some super challenging content into the game to kind of break up the monotony of people running maps over and over and doing just and quitting the league. So is the league really that bad, or are we spoiled, or is the player base just in a repeatable cycle now to where it wouldn't have mattered regardless of what they did? People would have still left the league. It's just some questions that I've been having, but I wish some people would point out the positives about this league that's gone on. Besides just shitting all over the league, it's really kind of aggravating. You the league's hard, but I'm, I took about a week break just to kind of clear my brain for a little bit and come back. But it's literally got so many challenges that I just am still pursuing it. And it might just be a new player thing. Who cares about the league? Because I'm still new and there's still so much of the game that the league really doesn't matter. But, I mean, really, if you don't mess with the graveyard crafting at all, it doesn't affect your game. You don't need the graveyard craft to affect the game. Yeah, the UI is a little annoying. I joked about that with my new series I did, Dear Jonathan or Dear Mark. Yeah, you can hit Z and hide everything. It's just, makes it a little slower. The league is not, just my opinion, league ain't that bad. I'm having fun with the league. I'm still playing. We're gambling divination card. I made 2 mirrors off of 1 divination card yesterday. So, I don't understand. To me, if you've been playing this game a real long time and the league sucks, why don't you try something you hadn't done? Why don't you try a build that, would be a little weird? Or if you've got 10,000 hours of gameplay, why don't you try to make something that somebody else hadn't discovered? Because there's still builds out there that people hadn't put together. I don't know. It's just my way of kind of trying to bring everybody down a little bit. Let's remember that we got really good quality of life in this patch. They've simplified the end game. They made it to where you can kind of farm 3 different sort of end game atlases, for lack of a better word. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. I just think it's positive stuff. I think it's cool that they bring back tattoos. Now, people in Reddit, so imagine this, they bring back something that people ask for, but then they still bitch because it's not good enough. So they bring back the tattoos, which I think's really cool. It gives you some extra way to get around some things that you need to get around, stun avoidance, stuff like that. But it's still not good enough. Like, I think that's really cool. And then they bring back the wildwood to where if you get people or get the monster count under 50 in the map, final map boss becomes wildwood empowered. So I think that's really cool too. I think there's a lot of cool positive things in this game right now. I think that it's getting a lot of bad press just because people don't. Here's the reality: they don't want to do tier 17. That's just what it is. So I don't think tier 17s are that bad. I think they are not supposed to be super easy, farmable, repeatable, non-stop content. I think it's supposed to be a challenge. If you build the build that can do it non-stop, then that's what the point was. You achieved what you were supposed to achieve. I see a lot of people talking about how poor they are this league. You should not be poor this league at all. If you poor this league, it's your fault. Because all you got to do is farm tier 16s, tier 17 maps drop. You can turn around and sell those for a divine a pop. So, and that's easy. That's easy money. So if you're one of these guys that looks at my currency stash and goes, man, there's just no way. You're either stuck in an old way, or you're not exploring things that are there for you to explore in the game, or you're just not doing it right. I don't know, but there's just no reason why anybody should be poor at this league. And this is just my take. I know it's a little hot. New players, it's a little different. I know you're all probably going to roast my ass in the comments about why y'all hate it, and that's fine. I just don't think it's that bad. And I also wonder if the league performance has something to do with Diablo 4. So we're not looking at that either. We're trashing the league, but we're not looking at literally like everybody is playing. Well, I don't know if they still are, but they went and played Diablo 4. All the PoE streamers, maybe except for Belton and a couple other guys, but majority of all of the people were playing Diablo 4. So you think that has anything to do with the lower count too? Because none of that, you didn't have Diablo 4 during Lake of Calandra. Maybe Lake of Calandra was just a bad league. Because there's not many, besides in tier 17, there's not many things that you can't kill. So, I don't know. I just think that maybe we ought to be grateful that we have such a great game. And I hate sounding like a shill, but for God's sake, man, like there's got to be a line to where we look at ourselves and be like, okay, this is a little obtuse. We're being a little ridiculous. If it's not up to your standards, that's fine. But I don't think that I just don't think it warrants being the worst league ever. I just really don't think that. But again, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, and and mine might not hold as much weight as other people's because, again, I only have about 1,200 hours into the game. But again, I'm having fun with it. Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah, it's frustrating. But that's what makes the game fun. If it was too easy and you blasted through, you would still quit the league. So I feel like it's a damn if you do, damn if you don't type of scenario, especially with the last league we had, you know, being Magic Find Central and everybody getting everything they wanted. But, you know, you can get into a Mage Blood right now for like 70 Divine. So I really don't think it's that crazy of a shitty league, because there's really no ceiling. You can get in whatever you want to right now. So anyway, that's my opinion. Sorry. I'm sorry if y'all don't like it. I still love y'all. Hit like and subscribe for more content. Fixing to get on and stream. Come join me on Twitch. See y'all next time.